Good morning students, my name is Suhaswaram, Assistant Professor of Electrical Department at Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology. So in the microprocessors, we are already complete the chapter number 1. We can see what is the microcontroller, microprocessors, microcomputers, what is the architectures of the Unum architectures and the hardware architectures. Then after we can start the chapter number 2, 8085 microprocessors, and the last lectures we can see the 8085 microprocessor architecture. So we can see that the 8085 have the 8-bit microprocessors and they have the advanced technologies. So it is the first commercial successful microprocessor by the Intel, and it have the 8-bit microprocessor, 14-bit IC. The input voltage is the 5 volt and the maximum frequency is 3 megahertz. So 2:16 भी है, it means that the 2:16 it means the 216 यानी कि 64 TB of the micro memories, internal memories. Then after we can see that the architectures of the 8085 microprocessors provide the idea about what the operations being executed and how the performs. So it can perform the operations that are given below. First one is the 8-bit data operates, then after it executes the arithmetic and the logic operations. Then 8085 also sequence the instructions to be executed, store data temporarily. So these are the architectures, these are the 8-bit internal data bus, these are the different interrupt to the controllers, these are the serial input and output controllers, these are the register package with the WZ, then BC, DE, HL. Then after the another register is the stack pointer, program counters. So here each register have the 8-bit, and we can also the use of the 2-bit, the 16-bit. It means the pair of the two registers BC, DE, HLs. Then after the instructions registers, instruction decoders, these are the timing and the control unit, ALU, arithmetic and logic operations, which are the executive flag से हमको पता चलेगा कि कहाँ कितना, अगर मैं arithmetic operations करूँ तो क्या होगा और logical करूँगा तो क्या होगा. So these are the arithmetic and logical operations which have the addition, subtractions, then after the logical or and etc. we can execute it. Then registers BC, DE, H and L are the 8-bit registers, and we can use the 16-bit registers is the pair of the registers BC, DE, HL and etc. Then after the accumulators, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया था accumulators the main hall of the our home, जहाँ पे सब कुछ प्रोसेस होगा, जहाँ से हम अंदर आ सकते हैं, बाहर जा सकते हैं, या कुछ भी प्रोसेस हो तो वहाँ पे करके, यानी कि एक्यूमुलेटर इज़ द मेन हार्ट ऑफ द माइक्रोप्रोसेसर्स. दैन फ्लैग रजिस्टर्स, उसमें हमने देखा था कि एस, जेड, AC. दैन these are the carry, then parity flag, auxiliary carry, 0 and sign. Then after the program counters, the program counter is the sequencing the execute of the instructions, यानी कि जो sequentially जो हमने प्रोग्राम लिखा है उसको पूरी तरह से sequentially execute करेगा. तो this register is the memory pointers. So the functions of the program counter is to point to the memory address from which the next bit is to be fetched. So when the bit is being fetched, the program counter is automatically increased by 1 to the point to the next memory locations. Then after the stack pointers, the stack pointer is also the 16-bit registers and used for the memory pointers. They have the locations in the read-write memory called the stack. So these are the pin diagram. The first two pin x1 and x2 which are connected with the crystals. जो हमने आगे देखा कि माइक्रो प्रोसेसर को 8085 को 3 मेगाहर्ट्ज़ की रिक्वायरमेंट है फ्रीक्वेंसी की, तो वो 100% 3.3 मेगाहर्ट्ज़ फ्रीक्वेंसी देगा. Then after the reset outputs SOD, SID, then trap, interrupter, then AD0 to AD7, address line and data line of the both the D0 to D7. Then after the VSS negative terminal of the IC, then 21 A8 to A15 is only the address line, यानी कि 16 line of the address line and the 8 line of the data line. Then after the read write operations, then S1 switch, then input output memory, read and write, then clock, hold and HL. These are the simplifications of the pin diagram. So all the pins are divided into the several groups: address bus and data bus, power line, then clock signal, reset, interrupt, status and control, serial input and DMA request signals. Now these are the explanations of all the instructions. So in the last lecture we can see that now today's topic is the 8085 flag registers, bus structures and the internal data operations. So now today we can see that the फ्लैग रजिस्टर्स, अब हमने फ्लैग रजिस्टर ऑलरेडी देख लिया है, बट उसके एग्जांपल्स किस तरह से होते हैं, वो किस तरह से आउटपुट देंगे, किस तरह से आउटपुट मिलेगा हमको, सो वो देखेंगे. सो द फ्लैग रजिस्टर्स, सो फ्लैग रजिस्टर इज द बंच ऑफ द फ्लिप फ्लॉप यूज्ड टू गिवन द स्टेटस ऑफ द डिफरेंट ऑपरेशंस रिजल्ट्स. सो द वंस द ऑपरेशंस इज परफॉर्म बाय द arithmetic and logic unit, the result is transferred on the internal data bus and the status of the result will be stored in the flip-flop. The flag registers is 8085 is the 8-bit register which containing the 5-bit positions. जैसे हमने आगे देखा था कि जैसे कि ऑक्सिलरी कैरी है, then carry flag and parity flag, वो तो 5 bit है. So these 5 flag bits are: the first bit is the flip flop and are known as a 0, sign, carry, parity and auxiliary carries, and they are set or reset after the operations according to the data conditions of the result in the accumulator and the other registers. So these basically the flag register is a 5-bit. These are connected of the internal data bus and the ELE, arithmetic logic. So the first one we can see here, the D0 is the carry flag. Then after X means you can put the 0 or 1 don't care condition. उसमें ऐसा होता है कि अगर हम 0 रखेंगे या 1 रखेंगे वो काउंट नहीं कर सकते हम, क्योंकि उसकी कोई वैल्यूज़ नहीं है 0 और 1 की. So the carry flag is the use for the carrying and borrowing. In the case of the additions and the subtractions operations, it set the values when the carry generated, otherwise it reset. Then after the parity flag D2. So parity flag is used for the resulting counting the even number of ones. It set for the even parities and the reset of the odd parities. यानी कि हमारा जो फाइनल आउटपुट होगा उसमें नंबर ऑफ वंस कितने हैं, इवन है कि ऑड है, उस पर वो पैरिटी फ्लैग रिएक्ट करेगा. देन आफ्टर द T4 इज द ऑक्सिलरी फ्लैग. सो इन द अरिथमेटिक ऑपरेशंस व्हेन द कैरी इज जनरेटेड बाय द डिजिट D3 एंड पास टू द डिजिट D4, अगर हम कैरी फ्लैग में एक्सिलरी कैरी में हम अगर बोरो करते हैं या एडिशंस करते हैं, सो दिस फ्लैग इज़ दी सेट. यानी कि अगर कैरी जनरेट होती है इन D3 में एंड पास करते हैं हम D4 में, या अगर ऐड करते हैं D3 में या तो D4 में, या बोरो करते हैं this flag is set, then the auxiliary carry flag is used for the BCD operations, not a free to the programmers. Then after the zero flag is set if the result of the instructions is 0, otherwise it reset. In the sign flag minus sign is arise at that time s equal to 1, otherwise अगर पॉजिटिव वैल्यूज है तो 0 होगी. तो these are the flag executions, flag resistance executions. now हम एक किस तरह से ऑपरेशंस होगा वो देखेंगे with the example. the first one is the carry flag. so यहाँ पे हमने एक इंस्ट्रक्शंस का यूज़ किया है. तो MVI is the move the data from the address to the accumulators. so यहाँ पे MVI हमने डेटा इंस्ट्रक्शन यूज़ की है. तो E इज़ द रजिस्टर्स में से हम जो E डेटा है F2 वो एक्यूमुलेटर में ले जाएंगे, यानी कि जो लोकेशन है द E इज़ द एक्यूमुलेटर, उसमें जो वैल्यूज़ है वो E में ले गए. देन आफ्टर द 7 8 डायरेक्ट हमने वैल्यूज पुटअप किया है यहाँ पे कि जो F2 डेटा है इज़ द H इज़ द values the unit, then the 7A is put in the register B, add of the B. अब add of the B में क्या होगा कि A की वैल्यूज़ जो है वो और B की वैल्यूज़ है वो एडिशंस होगा और एक्यूमुलेटर में हो जाएगा. so HLD it means is represent here कि F is the values is the 1 1 1 1 and the 2 is the 0 0 0, then 0 1 1 1 1 and 1 0 0 0. ठीक है, we can add these values, यानी कि 0 plus 0 0 0 plus 0 0 0 1 1 1 plus 1 is 0 1 1 1 plus, so 0 1 plus 1 is 0 and 1. तो carry is 1 जनरेटेड हुई है. so carry is 1. after the arithmetic logic unit operations the D7 bit of the result is generated, carry is 1, so the flag is set होगा. अगर 1 नहीं जनरेट होता है तो the flag is 0, so the carry flag is reset. now again the next parity flag. so here we can end operation with the accumulator. हमने क्या किया है, end operations करना है. तो end operations so हमने पहले वैल्यू लीज और उसका एंड के साथ वैल्यूज़ किया एंड किया. तो ये दी एंड ऑपरेशंस. सो पैरिटी फ्लैग में हमने देखा था कि नंबर ऑफ वंस कितने हैं. सो यू कैन सी हियर 1 2 3 and 4. इट मीन्स द इवन पैरिटी. सो द नंबर ऑफ वंस आर द इवन, सो द पैरिटी फ्लैग इज सेट. देन आफ्टर द ऑक्सिलरी फ्लैग, these are the so first value we can put the values in B and C, then move the values of C in the A. accumulator में लाए, ये B रजिस्टर में वैल्यू ली, इस C रजिस्टर में. then after the put the values in the accumulator and the sub, यानी कि subtractions of B. तो A की वैल्यू के साथ हमने B की वैल्यू सब्सट्रैक्ट की है. so these are the 1 - 1 0 0 0. यहाँ पे आगे से हम बीट लेंगे. तो यहाँ से आगे बीट लेते हैं हम. तो हमने आगे देखा कि वी कैन चेंज द पैरिटी एट दैट टाइम. प्रीवियस से हम लेंगे तो एट दैट टाइम द वैल्यू विल बी सेट. यहाँ से D3 में वैल्यू ली है D4 से, so वैल्यू विल बी सेट. so these are the example of the auxiliary carry. then after the zero flag, तो यहाँ पे हमने XOR किया है. तो XOR की कंडीशंस क्या है कि व्हेन द इनपुट विल बी चेंज, 0 और 1 है तभी आउटपुट मिलेगा, अदरवाइज द सेम इनपुट एट दैट टाइम आउटपुट विल बी 0. सो हमने वैल्यूज़ ली, देन आफ्टर दी उसके साथ XOR प्रोसेस किया. तो दीज आर दी रिजल्ट, और हमको रिजल्ट मिला ऑल आर ज़ीरोज़. सो द 0, so the flag will be set. otherwise if any 1 is here, अगर आउटपुट में एक भी 1 आता है तो 0 फ्लैग विल बी रीसेट. रीसेट मीन्स अगर 0 है तो 1 हो जाएगा, 1 हो तो 0 हो जाएगा. the all flags. These are the examples of the. So here you can see that the carry flag is 1 to set, then sign is 0, the result is arithmetic operation is positive, so the sign flag bit is 0. Then P1 parity flag, so the you can see the 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, the parity flag is set. Then auxiliary flag is reset and the Z equal to 0. There are no, all are zeros, so the 0 flag is reset. Now the bus structures. So start with the bus structures. The microprocessor unit performs the 4 operations. First one is memory read. So read the data from the memory. Then after the memory write. So write the data into the memory. Then input output read. Accept the data from the input devices, and input output write. Send the data to the output devices. So all these operations are the part of the communications process between the microprocessors and the peripheral devices. So these two communications with the peripheral, the microprocessor need to perform the some steps. So first one is identify the peripheral, यानी कि उसका एड्रेस क्या है. जैसे कि हम HDMI 1 यूज़ कर रहे हैं या 2 यूज़ कर रहे हैं, वो सिलेक्ट करेंगे. Then after that transfer the binary informations and then the providing the timing diagrams, यानी कि timing. So 8085 microprocessor performs these functions using the 3 set of the communications line called the buses: address bus, data bus and control bus. So you can see here these are the memory input and output connected. Address bus with the both the one-sided, then data bus is using the two-sided, and the control bus is the one way. So these are the basic structures of the buses. So the 8085 microprocessors unit perform these functions using the 3 sets of the communications lines called the buses, and the address lines, data buses and the control bus. How the explain of these? The first one is the address bus. So the address bus is the group of the 16 lines generally identify the A0 to A7s. So it is the group of the conducting wires which carries the address. Only address buses is unidirectional because the data flow in the one direction. So from the microprocessor to the memory, or for the microprocessor to the input output device. So the length of the address buses of the address bus is the 16 bit. So the ranging is 0000 to FFF. So the address bus address is 0000 to FFF. H is the hexadecimal, यानी कि मैंने जैसे आगे बताया कि आपको यूनिट है. So the microprocessor 8085 can transfer the maximum 16-bit address. So the address line is representing identify the A0 to A15, and the address is the unidirectional systems or bits. So the microperipheral devices is use the address buses to perform the functions is identify the peripheral or the memory location system. Now next one is the data buses. The data bus is the group of the 8 lines used for the data flow. So these line are the bi-directional, यानी कि डेटा हमको क्या करना है कि डेटा लेना भी है माइक्रोप्रोसेसर में, पुटअप भी करना है और उसमें से पेरिफेरल डिवाइस को कनेक्ट भी करना है. So the data bus is the bidirectional because the data flow in the both the directions from the microprocessor to memory or the input output devices, and from the memory or the input output device to the microprocessors. So the length of the data bus is 8 in the 8085 is the 8, the ranging in 00 to FF. So it is the simply 5 in the 8 data lines enable the microprocessor unit to the manipulate the 8-bit data ranging. Here you can see that. So these are the known as the 16-bit microprocessors, and we can use the another ICs, the 80386 or 486 have the 32 data lines, so classified in the 32 microprocessors. Then after the control bus is the comprised from the various signals line that carry the synchronous signals. The microprocessor unit use such a line to perform the third functions of providing of the timing signals. So it is the group of the conducting wires which is used to generate the timing and the control सिग्नल टू कंट्रोल ऑल द एसोसिएट पेरिफेरल्स. यानी कि मैंने जैसे आपको बताया कि अगर हम माउस और कीबोर्ड दोनों एक साथ कनेक्ट करते हैं तो वो किसको फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी लेगा. तो दीज आर द कंट्रोल बस यूज द सिग्नल विच वन इज द प्रायोरिटी, एंड द माइक्रो प्रोसेसर यूजेस द कंट्रोल टू process the data that what to do with the select the memory locations, and some control of the signals are memory read, memory write, इनपुट आउटपुट रीड एंड इनपुट आउटपुट राइट. यानी कि अगर हमको मेमोरी रीड करनी है, राइट करनी है, या इनपुट आउटपुट को रीड करना है, जो पेरिफेरल डिवाइस है उसको रीड करना है या राइट करना है, तो दीज आर दी कंट्रोल बस इज यूज टू कंट्रोल दीज प्रोसेस. एंड ऑपकोड फेच, यानी कि डेटा किसी का डेटा हमको फैच करना है, यानी कि देना है. सो टुडे वी कैन सी दैट दी examples explanations of the buses, flag registers, then memory locations on the bus control system or bus structures. If any questions regarding this topic, you can mail me. If any query regarding this topic, you can contact me. My contact number in the mail ID is seen on screen. Thank you.